Hello all. I'd like to demonstrate my version 2 of the auto level system that I created for my open range fifth wheel camper. Um, in my version 2, I've taken all the electronics and actually put them in this little box here. So the only thing that's required is this box sitting on a level surface with it in a certain orientation. In this case, where the power comes out, that's the front of the camper, and then it's just plugged in right here to AC power supply. It can also be run off a battery. And the other thing that's different with version 2 is everything is driven by a web interface. So this little box actually provides a Wi-Fi hotspot output, which I can connect my iPad to, or iPhone, or any other type of Android phone, or even a computer if I really wanted to. And a couple of things to notice here with the interface that I created. There's a bubble level, and that is located right here. And right now my camper is completely level. I also have indicators for each of the 4 jacks, and this will show which jacks I might have active at the time, and whether I've actually raised or lowered the camper. And if you look at the top set of buttons I have here, off, front, passenger, driver, they correspond to the landing gear itself here, which has off, front, passenger, and driver as well. So whatever position this switch is in, it needs to correspond to whatever button that you push here. So the first thing I want to demonstrate is actually unhitching the camper. So I'll come here and hit the front button. And notice when I hit front, the front jacks light up green. I'll go over here, make sure my switch is switched to front, which it is. So in this case, my camper actually is level, but I want to go ahead and unhitch, which means I'm going to want to raise the front of it up. And to give you an indication, this is the actual bubble level. It's kind of hard to see with the sunlight here, but as you can see, we're exactly level. So down here, I'm going to hit unhitch. And as this system is running, it's actually raising the front of the camper about 1 degree. And it's kind of hard to see here, but the bubble level is starting to move away from 0 and showing that the front end is lifting. And if I show you underneath the camper here, you can see my jacks here. You can't really see them raising, but if you take my word, the front of the camper is raising up with the ultimate purpose of lifting that pin box up so that I would be able to, in this case, unhitch the camper. And if I show you again on the bubble level, we've gone from it being level to now raised about 1 degree. And if you look back at my interface, it's showing first the bubble level showing that the front of the camper is raised a little bit. The other thing is these 2 front jacks are showing orange, which means that they were activated to actually raise the camper. So the next, the last thing I want to mention about unhitch, that position that the camper is now in is actually saved in this box. So the next step would be to go in level. So I've pulled my truck out, I hit level. So what's happening now is the jacks are actually lowering. This lowering action is a lot faster than raising because it's a lot easier on the jacks anyway. So the camper front end is lowering to, again, level the camper. And in this case, since I'm using the front jacks, I'm leveling the camper front to back. And as you can see with the bubble level, again, apologize, it's kind of hard to tell, but as you can see, it is moving back to 0, and as soon as it hits 0, you'll hear everything shut off. And right now, the camper should be completely level. Notice the bubble level is showing it exactly level. And if you also look at the front jacks, they're they're indicated in blue, meaning that they were actually lowered to get to this position. A couple of other things that I'll point out. I have a calibrate feature here, so if I hit calibrate, this resets the actual measuring units, inertial measuring units inside of the box here. The other thing that calibrate does, it will continue to update the web page that you're on. If I raise this up here, notice when I raise the front end, the bubble level raises up, should be level. If I raise the back end, notice the bubble level shows the back would be raised. If I raise the driver's side up, you can see how it reacts accordingly. And if I raise the passenger side up, again, you can see exactly how it's working. And if I do a multiple of that, notice the driver's side front corner up, you can see how quickly the bubble level reacts to all of this. So when I hit calibrate, the first thing it does, it actually calibrates the level to what's 0, based on whatever the leveling is, and then it goes ahead and continues to update, so you can actually see and make changes. To make it stop updating, you just press off here. So the last thing that I'll mention, I'm actually not going to go ahead and level it, but if I hit passenger side, the passenger jacks light up, and that would allow me to control the front and back jacks on the passenger side. I can hit driver's side, control the front and back jacks on the driver's side. So there you have it. This is version 2. The hardware cost of this is well under $100 now for everything. And again, the nice thing about this is that you can use your cell phone or tablet now to level your camper. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.